I'm Cow, a former competitive player with over 3,500 hours played. This series explains some of the most vital mechanics to help you win more games and improve as a player. One aspect of the game that a lot of people don't take advantage of, especially in low ranks, is vertical gameplay. Whether people don't know what it is, don't use it effectively, or flat out don't think it's worth their time, not using it can create a two-dimensional attack that can be easy to defend, or make a defense that would otherwise be easy impossible. For those of you who don't know, in Siege, vertical gameplay is opening up a floor or a ceiling to create another angle of attack on an enemy. When used effectively, it can create a distinct height advantage and also make previously impenetrable defenses all the easier to attack. Vertical gameplay's advantages on defense also should not be ignored, as it can hold off pushes and make shields obsolete. At its most basic level, vertical gameplay can make defending hell for your enemies, and when used properly, you can turn the tide of a round instantly. So now that you have a little bit of a better understanding on what playing vertically is, I'm going to tell you how to play it. Operators like Sledge, Buck, Ashe, and Zofia are the most specialized soft breachers in Siege. Their gadgets can make quick work of floors and ceilings, depending on the operator, and their kits tend to lend themselves very well to vertical gameplay. Jackal with a secondary shotgun and any operator with breach charges can work, but may not be as viable. Every destructible floor has metal floor beams that are indestructible. These always run in the same direction for rooms, and can be used to your advantage or to your detriment. With floor beams being able to block off important lines of sight, you could choose between a better angle to shoot your opponent while exposing yourself more, or a worse angle that can still yield results while making yourself harder to hit. Breaching with the beams aligned horizontally, for example, and then playing farther away than you normally would, makes it harder for enemies to shoot you as their bullets are blocked by the horizontal beams. On the other hand, if you're very confident, breaching with the beams aligned vertically can allow you to get an easy angle on an enemy that you can quickly dispatch. But missing your shot will be much more punishing here, as the enemy can easily turn around and shoot an exposed head. Explosives like breach charges, Ashe charges, or Zofia's impacts will create a smoke and distortion effect for the defender directly under the blast. This can give you a few valuable milliseconds to shoot the enemy without being shot back at. This can make explosives almost a better choice than Buck or Sledge in some cases. When using explosives over Buck or Sledge, you need to be far away from your target to avoid being damaged or stunned. Explosives are also limited in the sense that they cannot open up as large of an area as Buck or Sledge can. When you're playing vertically, nitro cells are a huge risk, so make sure you keep moving. Standing still for a few seconds could be the difference between you staying alive and dying early in the round. Instead of making one small hole and peek in predictable angle, make lots of holes all over the area you're targeting and peek a random one. This creates confusion and increases your chances of being able to shoot an enemy in the back. ACOGs can cause tunnel vision and can also block enemies with the large housing of the site. Using a 1x sight can allow you to see enemies more consistently and allows you to avoid being flanked as often. Tying in with my last point, situational awareness is super important. Roam clearing, active droning, and having a teammate situated nearby can be very helpful in playing vertically. If you're focused on other floors, enemies on the same floor as you can get the drop on you without careful preparation. As Sledge, you can drop a nade on a breachable floor and hit directly underneath it with your hammer, dropping it into the lap of an enemy. This trick is a little bit more situational because you need to know where the enemy is in order for this to be effective, but it can still produce some nice kills. Vertical gameplay is perhaps best when used to clear utility off of walls or objectives that cannot be seen from common lines of sight. This includes bandit batteries, black mirrors, ADSs, and more. In a post-plant scenario, vertical gameplay can be used by both sides to either prevent long-arming a defuse, and to clear attackers playing inside of the objective. This is a double-edged sword, so be especially careful to not get too tunnel visioned in this situation. Vertical gameplay is far from a solo task. It is an entire team effort that can help you win the round when done properly. For the next segment of the video, I'm going to briefly list super important locations for vertical gameplay, as well as some that may not be used as much but are still useful. This includes armory lockers on border, archives on bank, garage wall on consulate, every site on villa, every site on coastline, and for defense, above main lobby and consulate, theme park above barrels, and finally, border above vents. I hope this video cleared up a lot of things about vertical gameplay for you guys. I've been reading all of your comments and have seen a lot saying that I should make these videos shorter, so I'm trying to make these videos shorter while not leaving out any critical information. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments, and I'll try my best to keep improving these videos as time goes on. Thanks for watching, and this is Cow out.